Hello, my name is Jane Fong. I'm a real estate investor with over 10 years of investing experience who just quit her full-time job of 22 years in the IT industry and opened up a real estate brokerage with a few partners. Because I like real estate investing so much that I wanted to focus full-time on it. Today, we're going to talk about vendor takeback, VTB. Is VTB a good idea? What is VTB? A vendor takeback mortgage is when a seller extends a mortgage for the buyer for a portion of the sales price. What it means is you are becoming a bank for the buyer, okay? You are lending some money to the buyer by not receiving the money at the closing date. Okay, and the mortgage, the VTB mortgage could be a short-term, long-term, it could be a bridge loan. The interest rate could be, whatever you guys agree on. All the terms are pretty much negotiable. So let me give you a concrete example. What's a VTB? Let's pretend the house sales price is $1 million. The buyers got a first mortgage, which is $600,000. You can give, as a seller, you can give a VTB of $200,000 and register as a second mortgage. And the example here is a 5% simple interest annual for 2 years. What it means is 5% simple interest annual means that the buyer will pay you 5% divided by 12 months of interest every month, okay, based on $200,000. And the terms are 2 years. 2 years later, they will have to return the $200,000. And the total LTV, which is the loan to value ratio, is 80%. So meaning that the whole loan is 800,000, okay, 600K plus 200K together are 800,000. And the house price is 1 million. Then the loan to value ratio is 800,000 to $1 million, which is 80%. So typically, we don't want to go too close to 100% LTV, because if we go 100% LTV, is essentially meaning that the buyer has no money down. So if there's any fluctuation in the house price, okay, or the house value, then it might get too close to the loans that were given out. So that's why most of the time the bank uses a 80% LTV, loan to value ratio. So that could be a good safety of margin to consider. What are some of the pros and cons of doing a VTB? First of all, the pros are you can earn more money through interest. Okay, so now you can earn another 5%, 8%, 10% more over the 200,000 that you loaned out. Secondly, it is actually secure as a second mortgage. So it's a secure loan and you're going to have the second mortgage register on the title. Lastly, because you are providing a VTB, basically you are becoming a kind of like a bank, you make your house more sellable, especially during a downturn when the mortgage stress test might become a little bit more rigid. Then having a VTB allows more buyer to be able to purchase your property. So you might not have to push down on the price that much to attract buyers. You can keep the profit by extending the VTB to the buyer so that, more buyers will be able to buy it instead of just, lowering your price, continuously. Some of the cons are you won't be able to get all of your money right away because you actually have 200,000 that was in the sales price now becoming a loan. Okay, so if you sell your house for $1 million, and normally you get the full $1 million minus all the closing fees and whatever other fees. But in this case, you're getting $1 million minus the closing fee minus $200,000 immediately. And that $200,000 will be returned to you 2 years later, or whatever your terms of the agreements are. And the next disadvantage or drawback could be there might be a risk that the buyer could default. So to avoid that, before you accept a VTB, you need to consider to do a due diligence on the buyer as if you are doing a private lending to a strangers. Okay, at the end of the day, you don't know the buyer, you don't know who they are. So if you're going to lend someone $200,000 by registering a second mortgage, you do your due diligence just like doing a private lending. I hope this information is useful for you. And if you like what I said, please like the YouTube video and subscribe to the channel. Also, if you're interested to purchase investment property, sell your investment property or commercial properties, please contact me. My phone number is 647-872-0238. My website is www.janefeng.ca. You can also scan this QR code to reach me. Lastly, my team also have created something called the treasure map, which we will review and select investment properties that we think that have potential and put it into the treasure map. So if you want to have this treasure map, click on the link here and join the mailing list. We will send you the treasure map on a monthly basis because we update it actually very frequently. Thank you very much and have a good day.